All right, so after, actually, can we just restart this?
No editing, bro. No
All right,
editing.
so in conclusion,
And summarization.
I thought the best thing about the whole reviewing Ted Lasso is actually the organic, like coming up with all the ideas and then coming up with the four values for leadership that kind of came to. It was kind of fun how that just randomly came about. And then tying it into Ted Lasso, I think, worked really well. So, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think, like, even though these leadership values aren't, like, necessarily, like, endorsed by ArcFab, like, these are, you know, these are values, these are traits, characteristics that we determined, like, that we value as aide-de-camp in the leaders that we've experienced, whether it's at ArcFab or other businesses, you know. So
I mean, that's it. It didn't all come from Ted Lasso, right? I
Yeah.
mean, we watched some Ted Lasso and we pulled out what we thought was the best traits of Ted Lasso, but we also thought about mentors and leaders that we had in our own life and what were the best traits about those guys. And it's kind of like what you talked about early on, like looking for those traits in people and pulling the best out of them, right?
Yeah.
Like that's what makes us better versions of ourselves.
yeah, 100%. And I think, you know, we talked about this early on, like in the intro of this, but, you know, my encouragement is, like, there's like a wealth of content out there in the world for people to interact with. Like, you watch shows, you read books, you watch movies. Like, my encouragement to the people that are watching this is to look for, like, things in that content that, like, reinforce the traits, the characteristics that you want to, like, that you strive for. You know, like, you know, whether you're in a leadership role or any other capacity for our business, it's looking to, you know, looking to the people in your life, the things that you come in contact with, looking for an opportunity to be better, to create a better version of yourself, to be better today than you were yesterday. Because ultimately, like, what success looks like is, it's not like winning the lottery. You know, it's not, you know, like cashing in on something big. Some family member passes away, you get some big inheritance. It's like, in most situations, it's about making those small incremental adjustments to who you are as an individual, how you behave, the choices you make, and being a better version of yourself today than you were yesterday. So
we're encouraging people to, as they watch new movies, as they read new books, as they go back. If you're like me, I watch my favorite movies over and over and over. Like, as you go back to why is this my favorite character? Why is this my favorite movie? Look at it through the lens of emotional intelligence, enthusiastic mindset, influential, lead by example, and identify the reasons this is so good to you, the reasons you enjoy it so much, the reasons you like these characters, and you can do that. Like, I think it's really looking through that lens kind of opens up and changes how you view things,
Sure.
how you view these things in culture and things that we see all the time.
Yeah, because I think that, like, I don't like taking work home with me, but at the same time, I love Ted Lasso. This is like the third time I've watched it, and being able to pull this stuff out is like an easy way to enjoy something at the same time, work and be better, and just come up with new ways to affect other people in a positive way, you know?
yeah, and in an environment where, like, we encourage people to be, like, their true selves, their whole selves, you know, like the things that you interact with in your personal life, like, they're going to influence how you behave at work. And so, like, if you can look to the things that you spend your time with, whether it's family, whether it's books, movies, TV shows, like, if you can interact with those things in a way that make you a better person, you can draw things, experience from those interactions, like, you're going to be better as a result of it. So
Yeah, I found myself pulling Ted Lasso up on my phone and throwing it in the seat on my drive in and just listening to it, because it helped me come in like such a positive mindset to start the day.
Yeah.
Especially when there was something difficult I was coming into.
Yeah.
Or stressful.
Yeah. 100%. So yeah, like the recap here, like I guess to wrap this up, like, what we really want from you guys, our audience, so to speak, like, we want to call you guys to action, to look for these things, to look for opportunities to make yourself a better person, a better contributor, whether it's at home, whether it's at work, wherever you are, to be the best version of yourself and to look for those things wherever you can, whether it's in the people around you, the shows, the podcast, the music, whatever you whatever you take in, whatever you consume, like to make the choice that those things are going to make you a better person and to look for those opportunities. So
watch the show, think about the Ted factor and what would Ted do.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And we really appreciate you guys tuning into this. This was kind of our first shot at this kind of informal environment with tequila, rum, Shinerbach beer, and we really hope you enjoyed it. This is a 2022 Ted Lasso review from our Aid to Camp leadership team. And this is
There it is.
An Aid to Camp production.
Yeah, jackpot.